Now we'll see the equivalent mass and normality of the solution. Equivalent mass means, so what? So when we are buying something from the market, so that is a standard weight as equivalent to that mass we are taking. So whether we are taking sugar, we can take potato, we can take tomato, we can take the rice, which is equivalent to that. So that means it is standard mass. So when the equivalent term is used, so that is equal standard mass. In chemistry, the standard mass of the mass of hydrogen, mass of chlorine, and oxygen is considered the reference element, and their respective masses are considered as the standard mass. So 1.008 parts by mass of hydrogen is considered the standard mass. 1.008 means atomic mass of hydrogen. It is the combining mass of hydrogen because hydrogen forms monovalent. And 35.5 parts by mass of chlorine is the standard mass because the chlorine is also monovalent. But oxygen atomic mass is 16, but it is divalent, two bonds it can make. So the standard mass of oxygen is considered 8. So 8 is the standard mass of oxygen. So if you see, these are three elements, these three are the main elements, reference elements of the standard element. So these are the standard elements for so the hydrogen for the hydrogen, the for monovalent it is monovalent, but oxygen is divalent. So what is the equivalent mass of standard mass? It will be 1.008 parts per mass of hydrogen and 35.5 parts per mass of chlorine, 8 parts per mass of oxygen. This is the equivalent mass of these three elements. Once in the carbon reference element, if it is considered, it was asked in so it will be because this is 16 by 2, so it will 14 by 3 So if it is equivalent mass, then what is the equivalent moles? Equivalent moles will be so because the hydrogen is a 2.016 gram is the standard mass, 1 mole is 1 mole. So 1.008 gram is 1 by 2 moles. So that means it will be zero point 0.5 moles is the equivalent. It is also zero point 0.5 moles, but it will be 0.25 moles because the 32 gram is equal to 1 mole. So the 8 gram is equal to 0.25 moles. So if it is equivalent moles, then equivalent molecules. What is the equivalent molecules? It will be Avogadro's number by 2 because zero point 0.5 moles molecules. In the Avogadro's number. So or it Avogadro's number is 6.023 into 10 to the power 23 you can write by 2. It will be Avogadro's number by 4. It here also you can write the Na by 2 also. So this is the equivalent molecule. It will be required in the chemistry. What is the equivalent volume at LTP? What is the equivalent volume at LTP? Equivalent volume means zero point 0.5 mole. 1 mole is equal to 4 liter. So zero point 0.5 it means it will be 11.2 liter. It is also 11.2 liter, or it will be 5.6 liter. That is the equivalent. So what is the equivalent mass? Equivalent mass, it is the parts by mass of an element combined or displaced directly or indirectly, combined or displaced directly or indirectly 1.008 parts by mass of hydrogen, 35.5 parts by mass of chlorine, and 8 parts by mass of oxygen. That is called the equivalent mass. We are not going to details of the equivalent mass, how it is determined, and a lot of things are there. So just in these short classes, we are just to detail how to determine the equivalent mass. The determination of equivalent mass. Through the different formula, we can see the how the equivalent masses can be determined. So one by one, the equivalent mass of an element. Equivalent mass of element is the atomic mass of element by the valence. Equivalent mass of element is the atomic mass by the valence. So atomic mass by the valency, that is called the equivalent mass. As the for the sum of the element, the valence is variable. The equivalent mass is also variable. So for variable valency, the equivalent mass is also variable. So the equivalent mass of iron, if you see, equivalent mass of iron is the atomic mass by the valence. Because the iron has the two types of valency there. Iron has the valency of the 2 and sometimes it is the 56 by 2. When the iron valency, the equivalent mass of iron will be 3, so then it will be 56 by 3. So this way you can determine the equivalent mass of the element. So equivalent mass of a radical. Radical means the charge species. Equivalent mass of radical means it is the molecular mass. Molecular mass by the equivalent mass of radical is the molecular mass by the valence is at the equivalent mass of radical. So the equivalent mass of sulfate, that is the molecular mass by 2. Equivalent mass of carbonate, that is the molecular mass by 2. Equivalent mass of phosphate, that is the molecular mass by 3. Equivalent mass of plus, that is the molecular mass by 1. Equivalent mass of calcium plus 2, that is the molecular mass by 2. Equivalent mass of Al plus 3, that is the molecular mass by 3. So this way we can so similarly the equivalent mass of salt or equivalent mass of acid. Acid means what is the acid? First of all, acid which can give H plus ion in active solution. The substance, the sulfur is called the acid according to RNA. So the number of H plus ion given by the acid, that is called the basicity. Basicity is the number of H plus ion given by the acid. So how much H plus ion given by the acid, that is called the basicity is the number of H plus ion given by the acid, that is called the basicity. So the equivalent mass of acid, the equivalent mass of acid, that is equal to the molecular mass of acid by basicity. So if it is the basicity one, then it will have monobasic acid. If it is two, it is dibasic acid, tribasic acid, like that. So if you see the equivalent mass of HCl, it will be molecular mass by 1, that is 36.5 by 1. The equivalent mass of sulfuric acid, so that is the molecular mass by 2. Then equivalent mass of HNO3, that is the molecular mass by 1. Equivalent mass of phosphoric acid, that is the molecular mass by 3. Equivalent mass of phosphorus acid, that is the molecular mass by 2. Equivalent mass of acetic acid, that is the molecular mass by 1. That way you can calculate the equivalent mass of the different acids. Similarly, mass of bases. Equivalent mass of bases. Equivalent mass equivalent mass of base is the molecular mass of base by the acidity. So that means first of all you have to understand what is the base. Base is the substance which gives OH minus ion in the aqueous solution. Aqueous solution means the water solution. When it is added in the water, the OH it gives H plus ion in the acid, that is according to the substance which gives H plus ion, that is acid, and which gives OH minus ion, that is called the base. So the number of OH minus ion given by the base, that is called the OH minus ion given in aqueous solution, that is called the base. And the acidity, so that is the number of OH minus ion given by the base. Number of OH minus ion given by the base, that is called the acidity. So that is the formula. The equivalent mass of base That is the molecular mass by acidity. If it is the monoacidic, acidity is 1, monoacidic, biacidic, triacidic, like that. So if you see the equivalent mass of sodium hydroxide, it will be the molecular mass by 1. Equivalent mass of KOH, the molecular mass by 1, because it can give you OH only 1 OH. Equivalent mass of calcium hydroxide. So that is the molecular mass by 2. Equivalent mass of uh, equivalent mass of aluminum hydroxide. In base that is no problem. Only acid you can see here the three hydrogen is there, what it gives the basis is 2. That is the exception is there because as per the structure, it is the two hydrogen is replaceable hydrogen and one more hydrogen is directly attached to phosphorus that cannot be replaced. That's why it is the phosphorus acid is divacic, acid is trivacic. Similarly, there is one more acid that is the ES3BO3, that is the boric acid. Though it has the three hydrogen, but it is molecular mass by 1. Because though it has the three hydrogen, but it can give only one hydrogen. And that is already, it is also not from the own pocket, it is from the other. From the water, it will accept the OH minus and remove H plus ion. So it is Lewis acid by nature, but in water it acts as RLS acid. Again, it gives H plus ion, it is of a own, not H plus ion of its own, it gives H plus ion of the water. So that is the equivalent mass of acid base. Then the equivalent mass of the salt, if you see, the equivalent mass of salt. The equivalent mass of salt is the molecular mass of salt, molecular mass of salt by the valency of a cation into number of cation. The molecular mass of salt is equal to the valency of cation into number of cation. So that way we can the equivalent mass of salt by the valency of cation into number of cation. So that way we can solve. It is not only the cation, the valency of the anion also, because these two parameters will be given. Valency of the anion into number of anions. This is also called as the total valency. It is also called the total valency of cation. So what to understand the equivalent mass of salt, that is the molecular mass by the valency of cation into number of cation. That way we can calculate the equivalent mass of aluminum sulfate. We have you will see this is the valency is 3. It is the molecular mass by 3 into 2 because the number is 2 and valence is 3. So that is molecular mass is 342 by 6. So this way it is calculated. Again, you can see the equivalent mass of aluminum sulfate as a salt you can calculate the equivalent mass of aluminum Al plus 3 plus the equivalent mass of sulfate. So the Al plus 3 the equivalent mass is 27 by 3. It will be 96 by 2. It will again 57. So by the salt is equal to the equivalent mass of cation plus the equivalent mass of anion. We can calculate in the both manners also. So then the equivalent mass of the oxidizing and reducing agent. Equivalent mass of oxidizing and reducing agent we can also determine by this way. The equivalent mass of oxidizing and reducing agent. Equivalent mass of oxidizing and reducing agent. Equivalent mass of oxidizing and reducing agent. Determine the equivalent mass of oxidizing and reducing agent. The oxidizing agent. Oxidizing agent means that you can remember OAG. So oxidizing agent it is gain electron. And the reducing agent loss electron. So that is the RAL. For your remembering EGF, that is the 3Q. OAG means oxidizing agent gain electron. RAL means the reducing agent loss electron. So oxidizing agent gain electron and reducing agent loss electron. That way it is determined. So, that is the redox process. So, oxidizing agent substance which oxidize other but reduce itself. But reducing agent is the substance which reduce other but oxidize itself. So oxidize itself means leave loss of gain electron like according to that. So during the redox process, there is a loss and gain of electron. Equivalent mass of oxidizing agent and reducing agent is equal to the molecular mass. That is the molecular mass of oxidizing agent and reducing agent by the number of electron exchange. Number of electron exchange. So the maximum number, how much number exchange, that is the equivalent mass. In different medium, in acidic medium, it is converted to Mn plus 2. So that is the number, it is the plus 7, it is converted to plus 2. That is number of electron exchange is 5 electron. In a basic medium, it is converted to Mn of 4th minus 2. Manganate, permanganate is converted to manganate. So that is only 1 electron exchange. But in the neutral medium, it is converted to MnO2, means it will be plus 4. So that will be 3 electron. Plus 7 and plus 4, that is 3 electron exchange here. The plus 6, it is the potassium manganate. So here the equivalent mass of KVPY here, it will be the molecular mass by 5 in acidic medium. Equivalent mass of KVPY in basic medium it is m by 1, molecular mass by 1. Equivalent mass of KVPY in neutral medium or slightly alkaline medium, that is the oxidation. So similarly the K2Cr2O7 potassium dichromate, the equivalent mass of K2Cr2O7, it is the K2Cr2O7 equivalent mass, that is equal to molecular mass by 6. So that all details we will see in the chapter. The equivalent mass of iodine, that is the molecular mass by 2. The equivalent mass of iodide, it is molecular mass by 1. Equivalent mass of sodium thiosulfate, so that is the molecular mass by 1. Equivalent mass of oxalic acid, that is the molecular mass by 2. Equivalent mass of oxalic acid, that is the molecular mass by 2. So this way you can determine the equivalent mass. So this is all about the mass. So the equivalent mass of any substance is equal to the molecular mass by and x, and this x is called as the n factor or the valency factor. X is called as the n factor. So this is all about the different equivalent mass of the different substance. So now we see the the normality. So the always you remember the equivalent mass is equal to the molecular mass by x. That thing you have to remember. So when we go forward, we will see the normality. So we have to understand what is the equivalent mass. Normality is the number of gram equivalent, present, number of gram equivalent mass of solute, number of gram equivalent mass of solute present or liter of solution. Number of gram equivalent of the solute present per liter of solution. In 1 liter, how much gram equivalent is present? Uh, that is called the that is called the normality. That is called as normality. So the normality is the number of gram. mass of solute present per liter of solution. First of all, we will see the number of gram equivalent means what? Just like the number of gram equivalent means the given mass by the equivalent mass. Number of gram equivalent mass is equal to the given mass by equivalent mass, that is the number of gram equivalent. So the W by E is the number of gram equivalent, the given mass by equivalent mass. And you know the equivalent mass is equal to the molecular mass by X. Whatever the value of the X is the balance factor or N factor. So the normality that is represented by capital N. That you can normality the number of gram equivalent, that is equal to the number of gram equivalent by volume of solution in liter. So the number of gram equivalent is the W by E and the volume of the solution is in liter. So the normality that is equal to by equivalent mass in the volume in liter. So if you make it a milliliter, then it is W into 1000 by the equivalent mass in the volume in milliliter. But W by V into 1000, that is equal to the strength in a gram per liter by the equivalent mass. It is equal to the strength in just like the molarity. The strength in gram per liter by the molecular mass, but here it is equivalent mass. That is the basic difference. And the strength in gram per liter, that is equal to the W by V percentage strength into 10 by the equivalent mass. And again it is equal to the W by W percentage strength into density into 10 by the equivalent mass. So the strength in gram per liter, that is the W by V percentage strength into 10. And W by V percentage strength is equal to W by W percentage strength into density. That way we can calculate the normal. Because let me write the relationship. Because the strength in gram per liter, that is equal to the W by V percentage strength into 10. Because of that relationship. And again the W by V percentage strength, that is equal to the W by W percentage strength into the density. Because of this relationship we have used here. So 1 N, that is equal to normal solution. One normal solution means 1 gram equivalent in 1 liter of solution. So similarly, 1 by 2 is that in semi-normal, normal, centi-normal like that, and millimolar normal like this. So that you can calculate. And then normality is equal to the molarity into X. So always the normality is greater than or equal to the molarity. Normality is equal to the molarity. X is the balance factor. That is the relationship between the normality and the molarity. It is the relationship between the normality and the molarity. This is the relationship between the normality and the molarity. And it is 1 by molarity that is equal to density by the normality, uh, the molarity. The density into valency factor by the normality minus that is the M1 by 1000. So this is the molarity with the normality relationship. Molarity with the molarity. This M small m is the molarity. This is the molarity, and this is the molarity. Molarity normality relationship, and this is the molarity and the normality relationship. You can solve the problems. That is no problem. If the question will be asked like this, suppose 1.58 gram of KVPY in 200 ml of acidic solution. Normally it is prepared in acidic solution. Find the normality and the molarity. So you see the normality is equal to W into 1000 by the equivalent mass in the volume in milliliter. W is given 1.58 into 1000, 1.58 into 1000. By here the equivalent mass of KVPY, as it is given the acidic medium 30 m by 5. The molecular mass is 158 by 5. So the equivalent mass will be 158 by 5 into volume is given 200. So if it will cancel, it will be 5 and it will be 100 by 5. That is equal to 20 and it will be cancelled. So the 1 by 4, that is 0.25 n. If it is 0.25 n, then the molarity, if the normality is like this, then the molarity will be normality by x. So it will be 0.25 by 5 will be 0.05 n. Molarity will be equal to 0.05. You have to take the 1 by 50. So this way you can solve. Suppose the one more question. Give you the concentrated sulfuric acid. That is the question number two. The concentrated sulfuric acid. So that is the 98% W by W percentage. And the density is equal to 1.85 gram per ml. 1.85 gram per ml. Then what is the normality distribution? Normality is equal to W by W percentage into density into 10 by the equivalent mass. The equivalent mass of sulfuric acid, that is the 98 by 2 molecular mass by 2 because it is diversification. So it is given the 98 into density is 1.85 into 10 by the 98 by 2. So 98 98 will be cancelled. It will be equal to 37 n. So that is the normal. But the molarity will be how much? It will be 18.5. So this way you can solve the problems like the normality and this is the, all about the determination of the equivalent mass. Thank you. So we'll see you in the next video.